joined today by Ralph Winter, Managing Director of Moho Resources. Ralph, thanks for your time.
Oh, thanks for having me again, David.
Known as a nickel gold company, you've recently expanded that horizon into critical minerals. Can you talk to how that's come about and why that's so important?
Yeah, well, look, I guess the whole world's really now looking at how we move forward to a sustainable future and investing in sustainable technologies. And really critical minerals is the basis for all of that. So we're talking about, in our case, in particular, nickel, rare earth and lithium. So we've always been a gold and nickel company, so it's not really a departure from where we are in terms of the nickel space, but we are now expanding that rare earth and lithium search. And coincidentally, we've started finding sources of that on some of our existing projects, which is positive from our perspective. Yeah.
And how do you take that further? How do you expand on that from an exploration point of view?
Well, look, there's several facets to that. One is acquiring new projects that have that potential, which we've done through our whistle pipe deal for the projects that we got in the southwest. So we got a project there called Peak Charles, which is now in what we sort of dub a rare earth province. It's a new ionic clay rare earth province. And we believe that there's rare earth potential on that particular project, as well as gold and nickel. It's quite a large project, so there are various facets to it. But it's also just looking at what you've got. So in exploration, you tend to get focused on one commodity or a couple of commodities, and you tend to not look at everything. So we've gone back and we've had a look at, say, our Burracoppin project, for example, done some further soil sampling and had a look at our drill results. And we've analysed those and sort of come up with these anomalies for rare earth and lithium. So now the process is how do we define that further? How do we explore further? So we've now identified that it's there. Now there's further sampling to be done, geophysics to be done, drilling, modelling, analysing, all the stuff that goes into it. And we advance it from that perspective, yeah.
And what does the next 12 months look like? Where's the work going to be focused on and what are you looking for?
Well, look, I guess as a small company, we're quite diverse, so we do have a lot of projects, but there is a lot going on. So we've got the nickel at our Kalgoorlie Silver Swan project, which we've been drilling at the moment. We've got some results pending in the next month or two. We've also got our gold resource there, which we're at the moment looking at ways to monetize that, potentially get that into production, whether we do that in partnership with another company or we look at doing it ourselves. And then on top of that, we've got obviously the exploration of Burracoppin. All the projects, the whistle pipe deal projects, are all sort of very early stage. So it's early stage sampling, geophysics, early stage drilling, that kind of thing. So that'll all be happening over the next year. And then we've obviously got our Emperor Springs project in Queensland, which is a massive 3,500 square kilometre project as well. It's more focused on gold and base metals. But we haven't been able to get on the ground there, unfortunately, at the moment because it's the wet season. But the plan is to go back in and do a follow-up drilling and hydrogeochem program early next year once the wet season's over. Yeah.
Strong portfolio of assets across the key commodities that everyone's looking at. Exciting times ahead for Moho and its shareholders. Ralph, thanks for your time.
Thanks, David. Appreciate your time.